Everybody but you said it, but you know what? When you ran for president, we have a corrupt campaign finance system. Maybe you'll agree with me on that. Okay, you were already president, you got $1.5 billion behind it. You received $300,000 from people, not from the industry, people in it, as I did, from individuals. You corrupt. President Trump got $3 million. Every Republican got corporate PAC money for the pharmaceutical industry. Democrats as well. Everybody is corrupt, but you? Is that what we're looking at? I don't think so.
Another day watching public health policy get turned into a chaotic reality TV spectacle because that's obviously exactly what everyone needs right now, right? You want to witness an absolute political explosion. Bernie Sanders just went completely relentless on RFK Jr. during a Senate hearing confrontation that has the entire internet buzzing. For one moment, it looked crazier than a cat on a scorching tin roof. Bernie didn't simply disagree. He completely dismantled Kennedy's sweeping conspiracy theories using cold, undeniable facts.
President Trump, who I don't usually agree with, called COVID vaccines, quote, one of the greatest miracles in the history of modern-day medicine that saved tens of millions of lives worldwide. Scientific community agrees with Trump. Lancet study found that it prevented almost 20 million deaths during their first year of use. Secretary Kennedy, are President Trump and the medical community right, or do you still believe that the COVID vaccine was, quote, the deadliest vaccine ever made?
No, first of all, I didn't say that. I said that in terms of affairs reports a while ago. I've said today, I think that President Trump should get the Nobel Prize.
So who's right? Is Trump in the medical community right, or are you right?
President Trump did an extraordinary piece of leadership.
Is he right or wrong? Did COVID save millions of lives?
As I said, he got Americans back to work. At that time, that particular vaccine, which perfectly matched the virus that was circulating then, and I have no idea how many lives it saved, but it saved quite a few.
What I find a little bit weird in this discussion, I'm hearing it over and over again this morning, Mr. Chairman, is we've got the entire medical community on one side. You got the AMA representing hundreds of thousands of doctors, the American Academy of Pediatrics, the American Public Health Association. All of these organizations are telling us that COVID vaccine and vaccines in general are safe and effective. You are casting doubt on that. Who are your who are the organizations that are agreeing with you and casting aspersions on vaccines?
The primary advisors are Marty McCary, Jay Bhattacharya, Dr. Oz, Vinay Prasad.
So you got a few doctors who agree with you, and I'm giving you the name.
Not a few doctors. What you're talking about is there's a big difference, Senator, between established science and the scientific establishment, which has been co-opted by the pharmaceutical
industry. So you're telling the American people that the American Medical Association, representing hundreds of thousands of people, have been co-opted and that they should not trust their doctors. And the American Academy of Pediatrics, and by the way, just for the record, every single Republican, I don't mean to be political here, Mr. Chairman, has received PAC money from the pharmaceutical industry. Are they all corrupt as well?
And I'm telling you, the American Heart Association has been co-opted by the food
Everybody
industry.
but you, Senator. But you know what? When you ran for president, we have a corrupt campaign finance system. Maybe you'll agree with me on that. Okay, you were already president, you got $1.5 billion behind it. You received $300,000 from people, not from the industry, people in it, as I did, from individuals. You corrupt. President Trump got $3 million. Every Republican got corporate PAC money for the pharmaceutical industry. Democrats as well. Everybody is corrupt, but you? Is that what we're looking at? I don't think so. And I think the issue now...
I don't even know what you're talking about.
Well, I think you do know what I'm talking about.
I don't know what you're talking about.
The issue is every time anyone disagrees with you...
Are you saying the pharmaceutical industry was supporting my presidential campaign?
No, I don't think so. I'm not saying that. I'm saying that the pharmaceutical industry is a greedy institution which is charging us the highest prices in the world. They are pervasive. But to suggest that every institution, the AMA, the pediatrics people, is corrupt because they disagree with you is an insult to the
It's not,
American people.
listen, people disagree with me all the time. I have arguments in my agency, heated arguments every day with Jay Bhattacharya, with Marty McCary, with Dr. Oz.
You have given the names of a few people. I have given you the names of organizations representing hundreds of thousands of doctors and scientists. I yield, Mr. President.
Senator Tillis.
So Bernie kicks everything off with this masterful move. He actually uses Donald Trump's own words to spring a trap. Absolute perfection. Seriously, he points out that Trump called the COVID vaccines one of the greatest miracles in modern medicine. Then Bernie reinforces that with a landmark study from The Lancet showing the vaccines saved nearly 20 million lives in just their first year. And watching RFK Jr. attempt to sidestep this. Oh, it was unbelievable. When Bernie confronts him over his past comments, calling it the deadliest vaccine ever made, Kennedy completely backtracks. Oh, I never said that. Seriously, he flatly denies saying it, changes course, and suddenly claims Trump should actually receive a Nobel Prize for his leadership. Incredible. It even admits the original vaccine saved quite a few lives. It was a huge instant retreat from his usual talking points the moment he confronted. With genuine accountability. Then the debate shifts to who actually supports these ideas. And this is where everything becomes truly fascinating. Bernie lists the powerhouses: the American Medical Association, the American Academy of Pediatrics, organizations representing hundreds of thousands of actual doctors, who all say vaccines are safe and effective. Bernie asks him directly, "Who are your scientific advisors?" And Kennedy's answer, he couldn't name a single major medical organization. Not one. Instead, he only names a tiny handful of contrarian media figures, including Dr. Oz. Wait, are they serious? Dr. Oz? Kennedy tried to defend this by claiming the entire scientific establishment had been completely bought out by the pharmaceutical industry. The absolute peak of the hearing happened. Kennedy tried to flip the tables by talking about how much corporate PAC money flows from big pharma to politicians. And look, that's a very real issue that we discuss on this channel all the time. Corporate cash is poisoning our democracy. But Kennedy tried to use that to argue that every single doctor and every single medical institution who disagrees with him is fundamentally corrupt. Like hundreds of thousands of pediatricians are all in on a conspiracy. That's when Bernie completely lost his patience and hit him with the ultimate line, "Everybody is corrupt but you." But it perfectly exposed the flaw in Kennedy's logic. It's that classic right-wing populist idea that one individual is the only pure truth teller left while millions of hardworking doctors are somehow part of a massive corporate conspiracy. What makes this confrontation so important and what makes me genuinely optimistic is how Bernie handled the conclusion. He made it clear that you can fiercely fight billionaire pharmaceutical price gouging, which he does every single day, without abandoning basic medical science. To suggest that your local pediatrician trying to keep kids safe from preventable diseases is corrupt simply because they support vaccine science isn't just an insult, it's dangerous. Bernie demonstrated exactly how a real progressive fights. You target the billionaires and the broken system, but you don't throw away medicine, science, and common sense in the process. What did you think of Bernie's response? Let me know in the comments.